to my channel. My name is Jennifer Ohawe. So in today's video, I'll be answering some of your questions. Some time ago, I asked people on my contact list and people on my Instagram to ask me any question about their oral health. So I got a number of questions. So in today's video, I'll be answering some of those questions. So the first question I have here is it possible for someone not to grow a wisdom tooth? Now, for people who do not know, the wisdom tooth is like the last tooth, right? It's also known as the third molar. So yes, it's actually possible for someone not to grow the wisdom tooth as an adult. Like there's an age range where you expect that tooth to be in the mouth. And there are a number of reasons that could make that happen. One of the reasons is that you could have a small jaw. So if you have a small jaw, the teeth in your mouth may have taken up the spaces that are meant to accommodate your third molars, right? And because the third molars are like the last two that erupt in the mouth. So when other teeth have erupted, they can take up the space meant for it and keep it from erupting. There are also cases where they try to erupt, but then they do not erupt. So in those cases, we say that the tooth is impacted. So when you run your tongue around the border of that area, you're going to feel the cusp of the tooth, but you just notice that it doesn't ever go beyond that level. So yes, the tooth can actually not erupt in the mouth. It's very possible. But in this scenario or in this instance that I described, when you take an x-ray, you're going to see that tooth in your jaw because it was actually formed, but then it didn't successfully erupt. So yes, in a nutshell, it's possible for the wisdom tooth, also known as the third molar, not to erupt in the mouth. The second question I have here is somewhat related to the first question. The question says, I have a swollen gum in my molar region that's causing me so much pain and inability to swallow. What could that be? Well, there are so many things that could cause a swollen gum. It could be as a result of inflammation. It could be a tumor, right? It could be a gingival epilepsy. It could just be anything. So in this case, I'm suspecting it's similar to the first one, where because the third molar didn't erupt properly or because it's impacted, the gum covering that place forms like a flap. So food gets into that area, and after a while, it begins to cause pain and a lot of irritation, because now that area, that flap kind of forms a noodles for food debris to pack, microorganisms. So yes, it's going to cause you pain. But of course, this is not a diagnosis. If you're feeling pain in your mouth or in your teeth, you're actually supposed to visit a dentist to be properly examined, right? The third question is, why do I feel pain on my teeth anytime I miss my 6 monthly dental visits for scaling and polishing? Okay, we know that the 6 monthly dental visit for scaling and polishing is actually to remove something known as plaque and calculus. I've talked about that in one of my videos. And this plaque and calculus, if you allow them to accumulate on your teeth for a long time, they can begin to irritate your gum, and you'd start feeling pain around your gum. So if that is what this person is describing, well, yes, it could be because you have build up. And this plaque and calculus, they build up to different degrees in different people, right? So for someone who has a more rapid build up, chances are you're going to have more gingival irritation, that is irritation of your gum by the calculus that has already formed. And it also means that you have to take your 6 monthly dental visits more seriously. The fourth question is, food gets into my gum. Is it normal? No, it's not normal. Your gum is supposed to be like a tight band around your teeth. So for food to get into your gum, it means that there's been a form of detachment, and then there is a space between your teeth or your tooth, as the case may be, and the gum. And when this space is created, food gets into that place. And if you do not take care of it as soon as possible, it can deteriorate to something more complex and can possibly even lead to tooth loss. So no, it is not normal. I have 7 questions to answer. So this is the 5th one. And the 5th question says, I have a hole in my tooth that food gets into, and when I bring it out, it usually has a foul smell. Okay, you already kind of know what your problem is. You have a hole on your tooth, and it's not normal for it to have a hole on your tooth. So if you have a hole on your tooth, you're supposed to visit a dentist to get that hole filled up. If you do not fill up the hole, whatever you eat is going to keep getting into that hole. And when it gets into that place, it's further broken down by microorganisms that are also within that hole. And the entire process, putrefaction and all of that, is going to produce a foul smell. So yes, that is why you perceive that foul smell when you bring it out. So you're supposed to visit a dentist so that it can be properly examined. And if the hole is at the level where they can just fill it up, they will do that for you, and your problem will be solved. The 6th question is, how do I get a whiter teeth? Okay, I already have a video on why your teeth aren't sparkling white. I'm going to be leaving the link somewhere around. So this person wants a whiter teeth. This person didn't say it's sparkling whitening. So it's relative, right? So if you've done your routine scaling and polishing and you're still not comfortable with the appearance of your teeth, you can opt for teeth whitening, right? So yeah. But this teeth whitening, I have to add that it has to be done by a professional, a dentist, so that if there are any complications that arise from it, this person is capable and competent enough to take care of it. The last question, drum rolls. I get this question a lot. Okay, so the last question is, what is the best toothpaste? Okay, the best toothpaste is the toothpaste that contains flow. Right, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you have more questions, you can always send them across to me, leave them in the comment section. If you're on my Instagram or you're my WhatsApp contacts, just get across to me whichever way you find more convenient. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'll be glad to have you. Take care of yourself and see you in my next video. Bye.